Hey, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster Vans, and today I want to show you around this Sprinter 170 that we just wrapped up. Before we hop inside, I'll talk about some of the exterior features of this rig. So first off, we have our flip down outdoor happy hour table. Moving a little bit further forward, we have an agile rip kit on this vehicle, and then we're also going to have the upgraded wheels and tires. So we have a black Rhino wheel with a KO2 tire. Up top, we have a Fiamma awning. And then all the way in the rear, we have some Aluminess gear, so let's head back there. So in the rear here, you can see that we have our Aluminess storage boxes. We also have our one-up bike trays above that. All the way on the top, we have an Aluminess Double Loop roof rack, as well as a ladder to get up there. You also notice that we have a Wii Boost up there to increase their connectivity while they're out on the road. Lastly, on this side of the vehicle, you can see our Flarespace with Arctic turn windows, and then we also have the port for our cassette toilet so that can be emptied. Let's step inside. Welcome inside. So before I go through the specific components of the vehicle, I'm going to talk about the design and just the general layout. So when it comes to design, starting on the floor, we have a cork flooring, and that's going to be in the carbon gray color. Moving our way up, we have birch slab door cabinetry. All of this is going to be grain matched, horizontal grain on the lowers and the uppers. And then we have a white Corian countertop. We have Duramax upholstered panels on the walls and the ceiling. And then our table in our front dinette area is also going to be birch. So when it comes to layout, this is a vehicle where our front two seats are going to swivel around, and we have a lagoon mount table between them, and that will make up our dinette area. So I'll show you that in a moment here. As you move a little bit further back, we have our galley. So that'll be on both sides. We have lots of storage in our uppers and our lowers. Come back a little bit further, and we have our bathroom and shower area, as well as additional clothing storage in these big closets. And then all the way in the rear, we have our fixed bed over a garage storage area, which I will show you from the rear of the van. So I'm going to start my tour in the front and work the way back. So in the front here, we have our dinette unit. You'll notice that we have both of the front seats swiveled around. We have our birch table on a lagoon mount. You'll notice that both of our front captain's chairs have been upgraded to Scheelmann Vario seats instead. These will have heated seats, and they're also fabric upholstered. So that's a really nice area to hang out for two people. So moving a little bit further back in the van, we have our galley area. And starting on the driver's side, you'll notice, as I mentioned, we have the white Corian countertops. We have a 15 by 20 Ruvati sink. We have a 4.6 cubic foot isotherm door style fridge and freezer up top. Beyond that, underneath our sink, we'll have a 7-gallon removable gray water tank. And then we also have some uppers here. As per usual, these are going to be on gas struts for easy opening and closing, and have those RV latches to ensure that everything inside them stays inside them, even if you're on a bumpy road. Moving over to the passenger side, we have a really long prep space here with that Corian countertop. We also have a fixed pane glass in front of it, so it's just really nice. You get the indoor-outdoor feel. We have a few more uppers here, and then we have a 2-burner Impava induction cooktop. Underneath that, we'll have a large drawer storage bank, so big drawer at the bottom there for pots and pans. Moving back, we'll have a bifold door here to show this shelving unit. Reason for that is so that you can still utilize the hallway, even if you have that open. We again have a bifold large storage area underneath that, along with 2 additional drawers. Moving back over to the driver's side, we have our shower. So this is going to have brushed aluminum walls. It's 24 by 36. And this is also where we're going to house our Thetford cassette toilet. And as I mentioned, we have the waste deposit port on the driver's side of the van. So when you're not using this, you can go ahead and close our Nautilus retractable shower curtain. And one of the nice things about these is that they are self-cleaning. So as it rolls up, it's going to clean itself. Beyond that, we have a closet. So all of these shelves are totally adjustable. They can kind of change it up as the seasons change and as their gear changes. And then underneath our closet, we have these 2 vents. These are for our Rixen hydronic heat and hot water system. So that's going to allow this rig to be 4-season capable. It's also going to bring hot water to our indoor shower, our sink, as well as our outdoor shower all the way in the back. Back here, you'll notice that we have a fixed bed. So as I mentioned, we have normal Flarespace, and then you'll notice that we have custom trim rings for those Flarespace bump outs. Both of those are going to have Arctic turn windows, so those are going to be awning style windows. And then above where the head of the sleeper goes, we have these reading lights. Nice thing about the bed placement in here is that we have our Dometic Penguin AC unit right above it, so that'll make it a really comfortable sleeping experience no matter how hot the temperatures are where you're at. And then underneath the bed, we have a hard partition to the garage of the vehicle, which I will show you from the back. I've kind of mentioned some of our ventilation and windows as we've gone through, but just to recap, we have the 2 Arctic turn windows in the back. We have a full pane C.R. Lawrence in the galley area, and then we have 2 T-vent C.R. Lawrence windows up front. So tons of natural light in this vehicle. Going to be a really nice one to spend time in during the day. Lastly, we have lighting and ventilation. So we have our MaxxAir fan up front. We have our Dometic Penguin AC unit in the back. We also have a MaxxAir fan over our bathroom area. And then when it comes to lighting, you'll notice that we have our dimmable LED overhead dome lights. We have over cab lights that you can see above our uppers on both sides. And then all the way at the ground here, we have some toe kick lighting, which is a really nice feature, especially at nighttime. It's just some calm mood lighting before bed. So let's step around back and check out the garage. All right, welcome to the rear of the van. So as you can see back here, we have our cork floor continued. On both of the cabinet boxes, we have black hex ply, so that's going to be nice and rugged, stand up to any gear that they throw back here. We have an additional lighting zone so that they can load and unload at night. And then we have that exterior shower that I talked about that will have water or hot water pulled through from the Rixen hydronic heat and hot water system. So starting on the driver's side, we have our water cabinet. In here you can find a 30-gallon freshwater tank, our Rixen, and then beyond this cabinet, you'll actually have a 2-stage clear source water filtration system so that any water going to the shower and to the sink gets filtered before that. Moving over to the passenger side, we have our power cabinet. So in here you have 600 amp hours of lithium battery bank, you have 3,000 watt inverter, and then there's also 200 watts of solar coming in. That wraps up this van tour. Again, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster Vans. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a van tour. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.